All right, so I think we're live. Anyways, the date is April. We're in April. No, we're in June. We're June 4th. The time is now 9:11. We are currently looking at markets for the Asian session. So what's happening right now is the market's opened like around 8, and we're actually in the middle of nowhere. I saw an opportunity that I took earlier, and it is playing out however it is supposed to be playing out. I'm not exactly what do you call? It's one of these trades that you have to take because it just sets itself up in a certain way, and it's a high risk trade. Set itself up. The market, as we know, does what the market wants to do, and all we can do is just take the trade, place our stops, and see how it plays out. Well, there's nothing much I can do at this point in time, but wait for it to play out. Something interesting that I saw was what Bitcoin was doing. As you can see, Bitcoin has been selling off quite rampantly. Let's look at this for a second here. So 63,775. Let's just place it here, 63,775. I just want to see what's going on with that level. And possibly we'll go short right here based off of the open price of the day. Is that the open price even, or was that just me punching? So the open was at 43. Let's see. 43,890 is what they say. What am I saying? Oh, we're here. So I'm not willing to give it too much, because if it does, then I don't want to be a part of it. I can see so many gaps on Bitcoin. It's something I don't like about Bitcoin's chart is the fact that, it's in the 1 minute, which is not something to be, all that, what do you call, bothered about. Who the hell? Yeah, it is what it is, All you can do is just take it and then hope and pray that it goes the right way. Because at this point, there's nothing much that I can do with this market. But just take whatever trades I take and then just sit with it. The MES is also on the sell side, as you can see, came down quite a bit. We're still in the middle of nowhere. Gold, same thing, still hovering around those areas. The thing with gold right now is because the dollar index is trying to climb, this trade in gold is just being a bit difficult at this point. We're not doing as expected, and see the yen hits dollar void by Gulf woes. That's not good. That's certainly not good. But we hope that it does the right thing, which I certainly believe. Because the reason is, even though it shows us that it's looking to be the sell, it's looking for a sell-off in gold. When you look at the news that just came out, what's up with everything? Iran, US, Israel. An hour ago, they say Israel continues attacks after Lebanon ceasefire. Hezbollah rejects ceasefire deal between Lebanon and Israel. So that just puts in a lot of pressure onto the system, right? And that's the reason why you're seeing gold trying, like, it's giving us multiple signals. It's not like giving us a one clean signal that, okay, this is what we're trying to do. It's giving us multiple signals. And that's why I try not to be trading in days like this. But because of the way the market trades, it's not trading in a very like trendy or, okay, this is what it is. And guess what? Tomorrow we have huge news. Tomorrow is a day where, and that's one of the reasons why I thought, okay, maybe this is a trade that I could take. But we never know. I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's try and see. We have what do we have? We have there's some news that's coming out tomorrow. I think it's NFP, non-farm payrolls. Let's see, NFP tomorrow. SpaceX IPO. I want to see if this actually is the date. So it's in June 12th. But I know there's something happening tomorrow. June 5th is an important day for these people. I think it's when it gets priced in. What happens on June 5th for SPCX? Okay, so this is when BitMEX or something does something on the global with 5x leverage wholesale margin either Tether USD. So basically, they're trying to say that they're going to have either or. Like I said, it's not the finest. It's not the finest. Probably, you know what they say, it's not fine shit. This is not fine shit. Okay, not gonna give it that much. Take me out. Yeah, if that's the case, I don't care. Why is this internet having trouble? Why are you giving me so much trouble, internet? Why is gold being so problematic? It's like it's on crack at this point. You know? It is actually pretending or playing as if we're on crack, which is not something that is, you know, I'm that much proud of. Because seriously, the way the market is moving right now, certainly not something that I like. Who am I to decide? Because the dollar index itself is sort of been flat the entire time. Look at this. This is what we've been doing for the past, I don't know, from 7:45. We've just been barcoding the entire time. And the other hand, gold has also been doing almost something similar. We sold off, took the liquidity down here, and we're just there. We're just doing almost nothing. My intention for gold was this breakdown right here. That's what I was expecting from gold. And that was the trade that I took. Now, will that happen or will it not? It's completely up to the market at this point. All I can do is sit in the trade with my position and hopefully things go my way. Same thing applies to Bitcoin. Hopefully things go my way is the only thing I can think of right now. That being said, tomorrow's a big day. We have a lot of news coming out tomorrow. FOMC, SpaceX is doing something. Next week is also a huge week. Markets are going to either rally, it's just going to get rattled at this point. The dollar index to me looks kind of strong. First of all, the way everything is setting up for the dollar index, it looks like it's going to break out in one of these directions, either here, which is the most possible thing that I see in my analysis. And that's why I even mentioned yesterday that I was short yesterday. Is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I do not know. all we can do is, like I said, all you can do when it comes to trading these markets is have a plan, go in with a plan, know your risk, and if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't work out, then you call it a day, you move on. And that's all it is. That's how these markets are trading right now. I'm just looking at my Bitcoin position. That's doing nothing. Gold is doing nothing. So it will be fun to see what happens when the market finally decides, okay, to give up, if it does, right? If it ever does decide, okay, we're leaving it, or we're going to do whatever we want to do, you know, there's nothing much you can do. There's nothing much you can do but just hope that the trades that you take are the right trades. And that's it. Take the right position, and hopefully things go your way. If they go your way, well and good. Don't get too excited. If they don't go your way, then it is what it is. So it's 9:22. You can see the market trying. You can see this, right? Like even Bitcoin itself is a bit weak, showing weakness. Gold is showing a little bit of weakness, but at the same time, there are buyers coming in. There are buyers stepping in just because, what's this thing called? The dollar index is trying. Everything is trying to hold these levels. So will it hold? Will it not hold? We do not know. We do not know exactly what's going to happen. But all we can do is hope and pray that the market does whatever it wants to do. So that's all. That's all it is. Let's see what happens. It's crucial times. Crucial times is exactly what this is. Because a couple of things. The buyers showed up here, pushed the market all the way here. Sellers showed up, and like those sellers are very effective, right? But again, you still have 5 more minutes for this candle to close. This thing could go right back up, right? Just be like, okay, we found our buyers, we found the market, and you know what, we don't want to play anymore. We're going back up. That could be the case. You never know. Or it could decide to be like, okay, you know what? Because that's what's happening. Because of all this news that is coming out, there is no actual structure to this. That's actually the truth. This thing could, because when this happened, right, I was wanting to go short by the break of this, but the market was just so, I don't know if I can call it volatile, or it was just like trying to get liquidity, that you can see this goes down, volatility dropped, and now is when it decides, okay, we'll see what happens. Still have 5 more minutes. Are we going to close? Which direction are we going to close? This candle decides a lot of things. I was not expecting, when I initially went short here, for us to pull up all the way here, but I had my stops up here. Will I give it that much again? I do not think so. Will I have to give it that much? I probably will. That's just because the way this market is trading as of recent. It's not something easy. This market has been kind of decisive. However, we do believe that the short is the right way to play this. That's the problem with this market, is that you cannot decide on what risk to give this, right? And that's the fundamental problem that I was facing this entire time. Was, okay, how much do I give this trade? At what point do I decide, or I'm just going to put this back to break even? Or you know what? Because my only issue with this whole system that I am in right now is the fact that the dollar index is also pumping, which is a good thing for us. And finally, we have the thing that I was talking about. Is it going to like take liquidity, or are we going to like flush down? That's the question that you need to ask yourself right now, right? It was the short that we had. I would highly say that maybe I was in with too much size. But when you sense weakness, when you look at the trend and when you see that, okay, we're making lows, and you look at that and you realize, okay, this could be how this market just plays out. There's nothing much you can do, but just think that, okay, this could be how the market is going to play out. And if that's how it plays out, well, you make money. If that's not how it plays out, you take the L. That's all it is. It's not a big deal when it comes to trading. There are two things that can happen. Either you make money or you lose money. And that's it. Sometimes, so the problem with the market, like I said, the problem with this market is the fact that every dip that happens is met with buying. I've been sensing this for the past couple of, you can look at that. Every dip that we had, the market still decides, okay, you know what, we're still going to push ourselves back up, even if this was the case here. So why are we pumping so hard? I don't know. Are we going to continue? We might. It's not that there was okay, the market just decided, okay, we're going to like fail. No. And should I be in the shorts? The next question that I'm asking myself. The buying could come in from anywhere, right? If you go back here, sure, this broke. We consolidated for a long time, finally decided to break. And what does this do? This also decides, okay, we're going to break, but then it doesn't break the right direction and still heads right back up. Because that's what this was. So could this be a fake out is the next question you need to ask yourself. Do you want to be in the trade or not? Are you willing to give it the risk? So all these decisions have to be made in real time. All these decisions have to be like, you should not be thinking, because this thing could like reverse. So my initial short was up here. You know what? If we break above this, take me out, take my $38, and we'll call it a day. We'll shake hands. We'll move past this. Okay? Because okay, let's do this. Yeah, I can see one more candle formation right up above this. Take me out there. Take me out. I don't care. Otherwise, cut the guy some slack. Okay. And if we get stopped out, we get stopped out, which I probably think we will. There we go. We got stopped out. And that was my daily trade limit. That was already hit. So the only trade that we have right now is going to be on Bitcoin. Everything else has been flattened. Like I said, could have been something. What do you call? Could have been something that could have been avoided. But given the fact that, like I said, when you have a setup that has worked before, the only thing you can do is take the trade based off of probability. Okay? Anything else maybe wouldn't make sense. So in this case, when it comes to gold, what I was looking at was a break of this structure right here. Okay, and there goes Bitcoin as well. So two things got flushed. It's no problem at all because the execution was part of the trade. Now, I would like to go short right here in and around 43.77. If that happens, well and good. Now, I want you to look at something. Probably gold is going to sell off real hard right now. I took the liquidity up here. It could, like decide to sell off, and probably that's exactly what's going to happen. Given the fact that we have closed into it, could also like run up. So we're in this position actually where I had one trade here. I gave it my stops above here, which I should have held. Market comes down, gets liquidity. The reason why I got out the smaller loss, two things. First of all, this wasn't like a key level that I was trading. My key level, excuse me, my key level should be down here, right? Or even this right here. Anything between this could be chopped, which is exactly what we saw right now. We were getting chopped up. Whoever was getting chopped up here was getting chopped up, right? You had to give it the stop all the way till here. So that doesn't make sense either. Now, with Bitcoin, like I said, stops above here. I mean, shorts here, stops above probably here, and just let it run. That's all you can do when it comes to these types of trades. All you can do is have your risk set, have your reward set, know your style of trading, and then just take the trade. If it works out your favor, well and good. If it doesn't, so the same thing we happened yesterday, right? We tried to take the short over here, it failed. We took one more here, we failed, and I think we took a short somewhere off of here that failed as well because of the amount of pine that was coming in. This was the move. I had this short earlier today. This was a proper short. Basically, the short was a sell-off that happened once we finished 10 o'clock. There was a retest of the close the previous day. That was this candle right here. This was a clean move, right? These are the types of moves that I'm looking for rather than these types of moves where you can see how choppy it is right now. Price comes and it's so volatile. This is so volatile. Something, and then you can see this was a fake out right here. Like we broke up into this level here, faked it back down, and you're going to see now gold pump back up. So on the gold trade, the place that I would like to go short is 45.02 and 1. Probably a test of this and then a flush back down. That's something I'm seeing. Depending on if the war situation worsens, then probably flip to a long. I was thinking for a long on gold. However, one of the reasons why I was thinking short was because of reasons that I have from my own, just the way the overall structure is. Month over month, we've been closing lower. However, with the situation of Iran, the price action that is happening isn't as clean as it should be. As you can see, it's not that clean. You never know. This probably might be a fake out, or this could be the move that we're looking for. Either which ways, that is the end of today's session. Come again tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow's Friday. I don't trade on Fridays because I trade the Asian session, and as of now, you can see we're locked up for 20 hours. So it's basically pointless. However, whoever's trading, if you are, hopefully you have a good trading session. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Sunday. I'll probably do my analysis on Saturday or Sunday. But that being said, have a good evening.